In the last video, I showed you how you can draw this cross-section S01. It is this one right here according to our reference drawing. But in this video, I'm going to show you how you can draw this section S02. Alright, so we are going to tilt up this reference drawing such that we can achieve the right view of this section. Alright, so let's proceed. I'll select it, click at the move command, then click at this point, then I'll move it to a convenient place like this one. Select it, click at the rotate command, then click at any point inside the reference drawing, then I'll rotate it in the clockwise direction. So I'll select it again, click at the move command, move it a little bit up. Alright, so next I'll click at this arrow, then select the layer for walls, click at the line command, then at this point I'll draw a horizontal line. But the reason as to why I've drawn this line starting from this point, I want to achieve the same levels as this section elevation that we drew in the last video. By the way, I'm going to leave a link of this video if you haven't watched it, such that you can have access to it and you get to know all the steps that I followed up to come to this. All right, so but it's the same steps that I'm going to repeat, so just make sure that you also watch this video. All right, so let's continue. So I'll select it, then click at the offset command, then I'll offset it down at a distance of 100 millimeters. Then still I'll offset it down at a distance of 150 millimeters. Alright, so next I'll press escape, click at the line command, then at this point I'll raise a perpendicular line, select it, click at the copy command, then I'm going to transfer this line to these different points where this cutting edge go through these walls and the openings. All right, so I'll click at it, then obvious case we shall be able to see this column, then this cutting edge go through a door here, so I'll click there, then I'll also click there, then right here there is an arch, so I'll have to also represent it in the cross section. Then over here it goes through a door, so right here I have to also indicate the column. So next I'll press escape, then next I'll select this line, offset it at a distance of 3000 millimeters. I'll click at it, I'll click at this offset command, then offset it down at a distance of 100 millimeters. Then next I'll offset it down at a distance of 500 millimeters. Then next I'll select this line still, click at the offset command, then click at the line, offset it at a distance of 700 millimeters. So I'll minimize this, then I'll just click above this line here. All right, because I need this offsetted line to be above this original line. So I'll press escape. Next I'll select this extreme line, click at the offset command, then I'll click at this line, then I'll offset it at a distance of 50, then also this side 50. Then I'll do the same thing right here. Right, then next I'll click at this line, offset it at a distance of 100 millimeters. Then next I'll select all those lines at that point and also select all these lines, then click at the trim command, then I'll trim them off like that. Then also I'll trim off these ones. Then I'll do the same thing right here. The next, so I'm going to draw the plinth walls. So maintaining my layer for walls selected, I'll use the rectangle command. Then I'll draw a rectangle of dimensions 200, press the tab key, then put in 1200 millimeters. Select it, click at the move command, but before you move it, I'll press escape. Then I'll first select this line, then I'll offset it at a distance of, I'll employ this on-screen keyboard, then I'll put in 75. Hit enter, minimize it, then I'll transfer the same offset to this other pair of lines. Right, press escape, then select it, click at the move command, click at this point, then move it over here. Select it once again, click at the copy command, click at this point, then move it to this respective points. So once you're done, press escape. Then still we are going to draw the concrete strips, and we are going to still use the rectangle command. So I'll click at it, then I'll draw a rectangle of dimensions 600, press the tab key, by 200. Select it, click at the move command, click at this point, then transfer it over here. Select it once again, click at the copy command, click at this point, then transfer it to these different points. Press escape if you're done with copying those concrete strips. Once you're done, I'll select these plinth walls. Then next, I'll click at the trim command, then I'll trim off all these lines that I don't need. So once you're done, just press escape to end the trim command. Select this bottom part of the section, still click at the trim command, then trim off that line and also this line. So once you're done, press escape. Then next, I'll select this line, then click at the offset command, then I'll offset it at a distance of 900 millimeters. Right, then next I'm going to put in the windows. All right, so I'm going to put in this window and also this window. Right, so I'll press escape, click at the line command, but still it should be under the layer for walls. Then next I'll click at this point, then I'll raise a perpendicular up to this point. Select it, click at the copy command, then at this point I'll copy it to this point, then to this point, and lastly to this point. Press escape. I'm going to draft out the window for this space and also this space. All right, so I'll find out this width is 2 meters and the height is 1.5. So I'll click at this arrow, then select the layer 4 window, then click at the rectangle command, then put in 2000 millimeters, press the tab key at the keyboard, then I'll put in 1500. Alright, so this is our outer frame of the window. Select it, click at the offset command, then offset it inwards at a distance of 50. Then next, click in the inside part of the rectangle, then still offset it inwards. Alright, press escape. I'll click at the linear command, then I'll try to find out the distance of this second rectangle. It is 1900 millimeters. So I'll employ my calculator. So I'll put in 1900 divide by 4. It gives me 475 millimeters. So I'll minimize this. Then I'll use the line command, but still under the layer 4 window. Then click at this point, stretch out your cursor downwards like this. Press escape, select it once again, then offset it at a distance of 475. Hit enter, then minimize this, then still use the same offset throughout. Alright, select this line and delete it. Then next, I'm going to select this line, then click at the offset command, then offset it this other side at a distance of 50. Then do the same thing here and also this side, then offset this line this other side at a distance of 50. Alright, press escape, select all those lines. Then next, I'll use the trim command, then I'll trim off that line, then also that one. I think also that one should go. Then so next, I'll press escape, select this dimension and delete it. So I'll select it, click at the move command, click at this point, then move it to our cross section over here. Then next, I'm going to come up with this window also. Alright, so for it, the dimensions are, this is 1000 and the height is 1.5 meters. So I'll use the rectangle command, then I'll draw a rectangle of dimensions 1000 by 1500 millimeters. So I'll select it, click at the offset command, then click at that point, offset it inwards at a distance of 50. Then do the same thing, click at it, offset it inwards at a distance of 50. Press escape, click at the line command, but still under the layer 4 window. Then at the midpoint of this second rectangle, I'll click at this upper point, then drag my cursor until this lower point. Alright, select it, click at this offset command, then offset it this other side at a distance of 50. Press escape, select all this, and then click at the trim command. Click off all these lines that we don't need. Once you're done, press escape, select the window, then click at the move command, click at this point, then move it over here. Alright, so once you're done, we no longer need these lines. So I'll simply highlight them, then delete them. Then next, since our cutting plane doesn't go through any window, it goes through the doors. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to include the window sills, but instead of drawing them, you can have a copy of each window sill right here. So I'll select this, click at the copy command, click at this point, then transfer it over here. Select this line, then click at the trim command, trim off that part of the cell, then also trim off that part. Alright, then select this remaining part of the window sill, click at the mirror command, then mirror it this other side. Hit no at the command bar such that you can have the original copy and the duplicate copy. Select this other copy, click at the move command, click at this point, then move it up to this point. Alright, because according to our reference drawing, we have a window over here and also a window over here, and each window has a window sill according to what we have here, then also right here. So it will be more accurate to indicate it over here, then also over here. Alright, so after you've put all those details, just select this line and delete it. Alright, so next I'm going to put the hatch, but before I put the hatch, let me put the doors. Alright, I'll select those lines, click at the trim command, then I'm going to trim off all these lines that we don't need. So once you're done, just press escape in the trim command, then select those lines once again, click at the trim command, then trim off these lines. Alright, then next, once you're done, we are going to put in our doors. So I'll click at this arrow, then select the layer for doors, then click at the rectangle command, then I'll draft out my door over here. So I'll put in 150, press the tab key at the keyboard, then I'll put in 2400, press enter, then minimize this. I'll use the rectangle command still, then I'll draw a rectangle of dimensions 150, press the tab key at the keyboard, put in 50, then select it, click at the move command, then click at this point, transfer it over here. Alright, so still using the rectangle command, I'll click at it, then I'll draw a square of dimensions 50 by 50. Select it, click at the move command, click at this midpoint of the square, then transfer it to the midpoint of this door frame. Alright, then draw. I'll click at the line command, click at this point, then drag my cursor downwards here. Select it, click at the copy command, then click at this point, drag a copy of that line up to this point. Press escape. So this is the easiest way I can come up with this door. Alright, but if you have a better way of doing it, please let me know in the comment section and proceed with it. So next, I'll click at the move command, then I'll click at this point, then I'll move it right here. Click at the overlap, select polyline, then also select these other elements of the door, then click at the copy command, click at this point, then transfer a copy of it this other side. Alright, press escape, then next click at the overlap, then select polyline, then do the same thing over here. Polyline. Alright, then click at the trim command, then click at the overlap, select line. It's what I want to do away with. So do the same thing right here. And also this side. Press escape to end the trim command. Then next, according to our floor plan, you can see that this floor over here at the porch, it's offsetted 50 millimeters below this floor that is inside the structure, like at this point where I indicated living room. Alright, so we want to include this right here. So I'll select it, click at the offset command, click at this point, offset it down by 50 millimeters. Alright, then next I'll click at this line still, then offset it at a distance of 100 millimeters. Then give it an offset of 150. Alright, then next I'll use the line command, but under the layer for walls. Then I'll click at this point, drag it up to this point. I'll also do the same thing here. So I'll select this door, then I'll trim off that line, then also this one. Then next I'll select this line, then let me first do the same thing here. So I'll select this line, then I'll also select this line, click at the trim command, then I'll trim off this one. Press escape at the keyboard. Then next I'll select this plinth wall, click at the trim command, then I'll trim off this line. Then I'll select this line, click at the offset command, give it an offset of 100 millimeters, then also another offset of 1500. right? Then select these two plinth walls, delete, trim off that line, then select this plinth wall and stretch it to this level. Select this line, pull it down up to this point. I'll select this plinth wall, then I'll trim it off. Alright, then I'm going to do the same thing right here. I'll select this plinth wall, click at this point, then from the options that pop up, select stretch, then stretch it up to this level, then select that line, pull it down up to this point, then next press escape, select this line and delete it, then select that plinth wall once again, click at the trim command, then delete it. Alright, so you can see that I'm trying to come up with exactly what is on the reference drawing. Alright, what we are left with is to put the hatches, but before I do so, I'm going to put the foundation. So I'll select the layer for foundation, then use the line command, then I'll click at this point, then I'll draw those lines, though they are not appearing, but they are there. I gave them a transparency of 90, that's why you see they are not appearing, and the line weight is way much smaller. Then if you select them, that's when you can see them clearly. So I'll trim off that line and also that line, then I'll do the same thing here. Then I'll select this line, then I'll pull it out up to that point, then I'll do the same thing here. Right, next what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the boundary over this section. Alright, I'll click at this arrow, then select the layer for depth points, then I'll click at the rectangle command, then I'll draw a rectangle of dimensions 1500 by 1500. Actually it's a square. Then I'll select it, click at the move command, then I'll move it over here. Select it once again, click at the copy command, click at this point, then I'll move it over here. Press escape, click at the rectangle command, then I'll draw a rectangle from this point up to this point. Alright, select these two squares and delete them. Then next I'll select this outer rectangle, then click at the trim command, then trim off those lines and also these ones. Then next I'll press escape. You can see that we have a column over here, then also we have another column over here, but this column is connected by a beam from this point up to this point, also from this point up to this point. So the same thing applies to this other porch. All right, so there is a beam over here, then also another beam over here. All right, this section of the beam, it is this one where this cutting edge go through. All right, so there is a beam over here and it's what I've illustrated right here. All right, so this flat surface is our slab, right? Because our structure has a flat roof. All right, so we are going to make it a solid slab. That's why you see it's like this. All right. So next, I'm going to put the hatch for the different elements of this section. So I'll click at this arrow, then select the hatch layer, click at this hatch command, wait for it to open up. So once it opens up, I'll click at this arrow, select this hatch pattern. Then I'll give it a scale of 0.25. Then I won't give it an angle. Then I'll maintain the transparency to 50. Then after that, I'll hit enter. Then I'm going to put the search pattern to all the elements that are supposed to be reinforced with concrete and iron bars. All right. So we have our slab and the beams over here. Then also I'll put the copings just above the parapet wall. Then also the overside concrete. So once you're done, you simply press escape to end the hatch pattern command. Right. So what I'm going to do is click at the line command, but under the layer for walls, click at this point, then transfer it to this point. All right. Then next, I'll click at this line, click at the trim command, then I'll trim off that line because I no longer need it. Then I'll press escape at the keyboard. Then next, I'm going to put in the hatch for the walls. So I'll click at this arrow, select the layer for hatch, still, click at the hatch command, then I'll scroll up, then I'll select this hatch pattern. Then I'll give it a scale of 20. Then I won't give it an angle. I'll maintain this transparency to 50. So I'll just hit enter at the keyboard. Next, I'll put in my hatch in these spaces that are supposed to be with bricks. All right. Then I'll press escape. Then next, I'll select this line. Then I'll stretch it out up to this other line. Press escape. I'm going to put the bubbles. All right. Strictly, I'll use what I have here at the reference drawing. All right. So I'll use the line command, but under the layer for grid lines, click at this point, then raise a perpendicular line up to this point, select it, click at the copy command, click at that point, then transfer a copy of that line to this point, to this point, to this point, and to the rest of these other points. All right, press escape. Then next, I'll click at the overlap, then select line, then do the same thing here. Then I'll press delete at the keyboard. I'll select this outer rectangle, click at the trim command, then I'll trim off these other lines that are protruding out of the rectangle. Press escape. Then next, according to our reference drawing, this bubble is named A, and the arrangement starts from this side up to this other side. So this is exactly what I'm going to illustrate. All right. So I'll click at the bubble on this elevation that we drew area. Then I'll click at the copy command, click at this point, then transfer a copy of it this other side. Alright, press escape, double click at it, then from the enhanced attribute editor dialog box, change the 3 to A. Alright, so I'll employ this on-screen keyboard, then I'll put in A, hit apply, then OK. Alright, then minimize this, select that bubble, then click at the copy command, click at this point, then transfer it this other side. Press escape, then double click here, change this one to B, hit apply, OK, double click here, then change this one to C, apply, OK, then double click, change this one to D, then minimize this, apply, OK, then change this one to E, apply, OK, double click, change this one to F, apply, OK, then also the last one, change it to G, apply, OK. Alright, so you can see that these are the same bubbles that we have at the bottom side of the reference drawing. Alright, so next I'll click at this arrow, then I'll use the layer for dimensions, then I'll click at the linear command, then at this point I'll stretch out my cursor until this point. So this is what we have. Select it, hover your cursor at this blue dot, select continue dimension from the options that will pop out, then indicate your dimensions like that. Press escape twice. Then next I'm going to put also the hatch for the earth, all the well compacted marram just below the hardcore. Right, so still I'll select the hatch layer, then click at the hatch command. Alright, click this arrow, then select this hatch pattern for hardcore, give it a scale of 10, then I won't give it an angle, I'll maintain the transparency to 50. Hit enter at the keyboard, then just simply put in all that hatch pattern in these spaces, right, for hardcore. Once you're done, press escape to end that hatch pattern command, still maintaining the hatch layer selected or current. Click at the hatch command, then I'll select this hatch pattern for earth. Alright, then I'll give it a scale of 20, then for it I'll give it an angle of 45, then minimize this, hit enter at the keyboard, then I'll put in that hatch pattern to these respective places. Once you're done, you simply press escape at the keyboard. So this is what we have. Alright, so next I'm going to name these respective spaces that I have in micro section. Alright, because we can't just leave them the way they are right here. So next I'll click at this arrow, then select the layer for text, then click at the text command. So there are two options right here. There is single line text, then also multi-line text. But in most cases, I usually use this multi-line text because it's what I'm used of. So I'll select it. Then I'll employ this on screen keyboard. Then I'll put in so once you're done, select each and everything, minimize this, then make that text to be centered. All right, like so. Then next, I'm going to mask it. So I'll click over here at this command mask. Then I'm going to use the background of the drawing. Then I'll just hit OK. All right. So this is what we have. So once you mask a text, it goes in front of every object that is behind it. All right. That's the major importance of masking. So select it, then move it a little bit down. All right. Then for this one, I'll put in kitchen. All right. Minimize this. Then select each and everything. Then I'll make it centered. Then I'll also mask it. Hit OK. Select it. Then I'll click at the move command. Then I'll move it a little bit down. All right. Then next, still I'll click at the text command. Then I'll name this one as porch. All right. Select it. Then make it centered. Select it once again. Move it down. Select it. Click at the copy command. Then transfer it this other side. All right. Press escape. Then next, I'm going to put the different levels on this structure. All right. So I'll click at this arrow, then select the layer for levels, then click at this line command. Okay, so click at this point, then transfer it over here. Select it once again, then click at this blue dot, then from the options select stretch. Stretch it out up to this rectangle over here. All right. Then select it, click at the copy command, then transfer a copy of it up here. All right. Then next, I'm going to indicate the labels of the levels. All right. So I'll use the tool palette. Then under metric samples, I'll select elevation symbol. Then this is what it looks like. Then once you click in the workspace, this edit attribute dialog box pops out. Then I'll put in the level. So I'll put in 0.00. All right. Then hit OK. All right. So next, I'll select it, click at the copy command, at the move command, then click at this point, then move it right here. All right. Select it once again, click at the copy command, then click at this point, transfer a copy of it up here. Make sure that it coincides with this line. All right, for the level. So double click, then put in 2900. Hit apply, then OK. All right. So next, I'm going to put in labeling text. All right. but it's the same procedure that I used in the last video. All right, so I'm just going to copy these texts, this labeling text, to this drawing over here, such that I don't make the video too long. All right, so I'll select this one, click at the copy command, then I'll click there, transfer it over here. So I'll click at this text, click at the copy command, transfer it here, select it, like that. All right, so next I'll press escape, then still I'll click at this arrow, select the layer for text, then click at the leader command. All right, then click at this point, then I'll put in 100 millimeters. Minimize this one, click over there, then make it like that, then select the left alignment, then pull it out like so. So next I'll also put another detail, another labeling for the door. So I'll minimize this. Select it, give it the left alignment. I think this is it for this video. Alright, so if you've really found something powerful and it has added value to you, please don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, then also share this kind of content to friends and relatives that you feel like they are in need of this kind of content. Alright, thanks for watching. We'll meet next time.